Let us now understand how exactly was the wife Sonam traced. Now, we'll tell you, on June 9, that is today, Sonam reached a dhaba in Ghazipur, which is in Uttar Pradesh, at around 4 a.m. So that is where she was found. Sonam made a video call to her brother while being in Ghazipur, and she told her brother that she was in Uttar Pradesh, Ghazipur, and her brother informed the Indore police. So it was the brother of Sonam who had informed the Indore police about her whereabouts, and Indore police then alerted the Ghazipur police that Sonam was in Ghazipur. Then Sonam now in one-stop center in Ghazipur itself, and so remember, Sonam's brother was the one who informed the Indore police, and Sonam didn't have any belongings or phone with her when she was in Ghazipur. Indore police will be reaching Ghazipur today, as per my colleague. Indore police will be reaching by afternoon. But that is how Sonam was traced when she was in Ghazipur. My colleague Apramita is also with us with more on this. Apramita, this murder raises a lot of questions on the kind of law and order and how easy it was for her to murder her husband in Meghalaya.
So the place, Sonam and her husband Raja Raghupanshi had reached Meghalaya on 22nd. After that, they traveled to Sora. So they were here happy for their honeymoon, but ultimately what turned out to be a horror, as we know it. So they were last seen in Malakhyat village after having stayed in Nongriya, the double-decker bridge, the famous living root bridge. So once they reached Malakhyat, they were nowhere to be seen. And their body was, this scooter that they had rented was found 15 kilometers away from Nongriya. So that raised a lot of questions. And the body of Raja Raghupanshi was recovered in a gorge. And that is quite infamous because it has two cliffs and people do not generally go there. It is quite difficult to trek as well. So again, may I get your question again?
It raises a lot of questions on the law and order and how convenient it was for the wife to get her husband murdered along with the help of other killers as well.
So after a few days, a CCTV footage was recovered where we could see the scooter where Raja Raghupanshi and Sonam had rented. And behind them, if you see properly, there's a vehicle, a maroon vehicle, which had 3 tourists in them. And this was not told to us earlier. Later on, a local guide had told the police that 3 tourists were also seen with Raja Raghupanshi while Sonam was trailing behind. So what they are saying is that she may have conspired the murder along with the 3 tourists, along with the 3 accomplices who were there with her.
Right, Apramita, but why did it take so long to trace Sonam Raghupanshi? It went on the hunt was on for days, and finally she was the one who had to eventually surrender. In fact, she called her brother, after which she was traced.
So the thing is that the research operation began, it was quite intensive. Even NDRF team had joined, including a team from West Jayanta Hills, a youth team, who was asked by one youth, who was asked by his own mother to go and help out the NDRF team to recover Sonam, to find if she's alive or dead, but to find her. So the team had been constantly searching, and eventually it led to the finding of Sonam Raghupanshi in Ghazipur.
All right,
and the
Apramita,
investigation is still on by Meghalaya police.
Right, Apramita, thank you for those details.